Welcome to the channel, guys. Another vlog coming at you. As you can see, it's pretty bad. You can even see it from back here, but the wheels on the truck are insanely dirty. They're really bad, and it is such a struggle to try and keep these clean. See if I can fall on the ice here, but it's horrible, and it kind of makes the truck look like crap. And same goes for the Camaro that is way over there. You can't really see it. We just got a whole bunch of snow like last week, so the Camaro's kind of been out of commission, but not really. I mean, I could drive it now, but either way, black wheels. I'm a huge black wheel kind of guy on the silver vehicles, and it is a big daily struggle to keep them clean, especially with the driveway. So I'm going to try and solve that today, because obviously you can't just spray water on it and have it come off. That's not really how it works. It's not that simple. So I'm gonna make a trip and hopefully find something to solve that issue. The other problem I have is I'm going to use this quarter here. That quarter I just dropped, obviously heads and tails. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see what vehicle I can drive today. Let's go. Heads, it'll be the truck. Tails will be the car. And it has fallen on heads. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of looking forward to driving the Camaro. Okay, best 2 out of 3. Let's do that again. So, heads the truck. Tails the Camaro. And it is tails. So, let's go one more time. And, oh, look, it's tails. Okay. So I was actually just kidding. We are going to take the truck because that thing over there has a little bit of snow on the windshield. It's not horrible, but then there's snow kind of blocking it in front. So it's just kind of going to be more work than it's really worth to try and get it out of there, when this is right here and super easy of access, and I can do a remote start on it and get it warming up before we even go around. There you have it. Also, I think in one of the past videos I did say about how the truck tires were actually out of commission, or the truck was out of commission actually, because of the alignment being off. Here the alignment was off 3.5 inches in the front. It was actually cambered in. It was really bad. So we got brand spanking new tires on here, and I went with the same thing I had before, the Atturo Trailblade MTs. Super good tire, I think, personally, for the money, for what it is. And the tread pattern is pretty much like a Toyo. They do the job. I mean, this thing is a tank in the winter. I've taken this thing out in this snow that we have right now, and even before. I mean, we've gotten probably 8-9 inches of snow before, and I've drove it, and it's just a tank. It just crawls. So super stoked about that. So let's go get this wheel stuff. All right, guys, so we got 2 wheel cleaners. We got the Blackmagic Intense all wheel cleaner, and we got Meguiar's Ultimate all wheel cleaner. And I must say, I have no idea on the Blackmagic. I'm just trying it just to try it. Meguiar's, I've never used that either, but I have used other Meguiar's products, and I am a huge fan of Meguiar's stuff. So hoping their wheel cleaner is the same as every other product that they have. It's pretty good, I think, compared to some of the other stuff. And they both say on the back to do not pre-rinse wheels and use on cool and dry wheels. So I'm gonna have to let this sit for a little bit because I know the wheels probably aren't hot, which they're not, but the brakes is where the heat's gonna be. So I'm gonna let it dry for probably 20 minutes or so, cool down for 20 minutes or so. And then we're gonna give each one of these a shot. I'll probably do the Meguiar's on the front here, on this front wheel. And I mean, you can see how dirty it is. And then we're gonna do the Blackmagic back here on this wheel and just kind of compare the two and see which one's better and give my overall review and opinion on both of these products. So everything is finally cool, and it probably didn't take long because it is cold outside. Lovely Pennsylvania winter temperatures once again, unfortunately. But we're gonna give the Meguiar's all-wheel cleaner a shot here, and it says spray a generous amount. So, and covering the entire wheel, let the product dwell for 2 to 4 minutes. Do not let product dry on surface. Spray off with a powerful stream of water, and hopefully the water doesn't freeze. It is really close to freezing, but it's, if I can get it off right away, it might not freeze. So regardless, in the back there, you can really see right there, it is just a huge layer. And overall, even the entire wheel is just shit. I mean, it's just covered. So I'm gonna give this a shot and see what happens. And it did say on here as well that brake dust turns purple and road grime brown as it loosens stubborn contaminants. So let's give it a shot here and see what happens. And hopefully, because this is a big pet peeve of mine, having to clean wheels, it is a huge pain in the ass. I absolutely hate it with a passion. Can't stand it. So tedious, time consuming. I would definitely think that should easily be enough. And hopefully I didn't miss anything. So we'll definitely make sure to get it everywhere. So that is the Meguiar's, and apparently that leaks a little bit. Kind of smells weird. So let's move on to the Intense wheel cleaner. And basically this says the same thing. Spray onto cool, dry wheels. Allow foam to set for 1 to 2 minutes. So we will just double check the time so I don't let that sit too long. 25:22. So we'll go about 24, 25, something like that. So now we will start with the Intense all-wheel cleaner. Oh, this stuff's purple or pink. This is more or less a foam. See how well this stuff works. It's definitely a lot harder to squeeze this stuff. Can tell my hand's getting tired already just squeezing it. Oh my gosh. I definitely like the ease of the spray for the Meguiar's. This stuff smells really good, actually. I would definitely think I have everything covered on that now. So, what do you think? The truck with purple wheels, that would look good. Pink, purple, whatever. Pink wheels. Yeah, looks good. And let's see if anything's going on up here. I feel like it's definitely loosening it just for the simple fact. You can just kind of see it flowing down with all the bubbles there. You can kind of see the dirt running. So we'll give it a few more minutes here, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna coat it just a little bit more.
just to make sure that I got every single little cranny in here. Because I think I missed some of these spokes. And that should be good.
And we'll give it a few minutes here, and then we will rinse everything off. I feel like the foam is probably going to work a little better, but I could be totally wrong about that. So I'll hook the hose up and get prepared to rinse it off. So I just got done rinsing them completely off. And the Meguiar's up here, it's getting really hard to see, so I do apologize for that. But I can still kind of see all that shit hanging here. I can still see the discoloration and everything. So, and now granted, I didn't wipe anything down or anything like that. But moving back to the Blackmagic, now granted, this wheel wasn't as bad, but this wheel cleaned up a lot better, and I think it got rid of a lot more not having to clean it or anything. So if I can get a light here on the subject, I mean, it just, I feel like this one did a little bit better of a job. You can still kind of see that right there, which not really sure what that is. But I feel like I should probably go over it with a microfiber towel, something like that, and wipe them all down and go from there. But what I was really hoping for was something that I could use to wash all that dirt, grime, brake dust, and shit on my camera again, wipe all that stuff off. Well, not wipe it off, but spray it off and not have to wipe it at all. Might sound a little lazy, but I can't stand cleaning wheels. It is such a pain in the butt, and it's just so time consuming, so tedious to do it just for it to get dirty the next day. So I'm gonna do the rest of the wheels here, get these other two done, and then check back over on the other side, hopefully before it gets dark here, and see which one as it starts to dry, and see which one I would probably rank better than the other one. So I let the truck sit all night, and basically just so everything could dry, all the stuff that I sprayed on it could dry. So I used the Blackmagic all-wheel cleaner on the rears and the Ultimate Meguiar's all-wheel cleaner on the fronts. Now, keeping in mind the fronts were a little bit worse, so it was kind of hard to, I should have mixed it up. I should have put Meguiar's on one of the fronts and one of the rears and just mixed it up a little bit. But even with that being said, even though it was a little worse, now you still can see some things, but going from a before and after perspective, just from filming and taking pictures, I mean, even just getting up close here, I didn't wipe any of that wheel off. I didn't touch that wheel. The only thing I did was spray that on there and let it sit and then rinse it off, did what the direction said, and that is what it left. Now, obviously, you can see some of that, and it could have been stuff like areas that I missed, but for the most part, compared to what they did look like, they are really clean. I mean, you can see the shine right there. You can see the reflection. Now moving up to the fronts, and that was the Blackmagic stuff. Moving up to the front here with the Meguiar's. Now here, this one looks a little bit worse just because the sun's on it. So we'll go to the other side. And keeping in mind how bad these wheels looked, and I missed the spot back there, as you can see. So that's what it did look like before, and you can totally see the reflection now. Yes, there still is trouble areas that I could probably hit again and then take a microfiber towel and wash them off completely. One thing that I did notice, with me getting the new tires and everything on here, apparently the garage that I took it to scuffed my wheels pretty bad, and it's kind of a little annoying. This is a huge scratch that runs the whole way down along, and it's just scuffed. My whole sidewall of the wheel, there's some paint missing. It's just scuffed, and most of that, the whole way around, can probably be buffed out. So that's not a huge deal. So I did get the wheels pretty clean. One thing I did notice on this wheel over here, I don't know if the machine dug into it, but I'm not gonna be able to fix that. There's one there, another one there, and another one there, and there's some scuffing. So really not happy about that. It's kind of a bummer because, you know, these are expensive wheels, and then to just have them destroyed like that is kind of pisses me off. But you know, it is what it is, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of at a loss of words for it because I didn't notice it until now because I haven't cleaned the wheels, but whatever, we're getting off topic. The topic of the day is these. Now, my honest review of these, coming from what the wheels did look like before I even sprayed them on. I mean, we take a step back. I mean, they look like you'd never even know. I mean, they look clean, minus you can see a little bit of some of this from residual from me letting it lay there. And like I said, if I took a microfiber towel to that, that'd probably all be gone. So there is definitely some spots that I either missed or it was trouble areas that needed a little bit more attention. So, but either way, looking at that wheel right the way it is, looking at it through the camera, I mean, that did a very good job for me not having to do anything with it, not even lay a finger on there. So yes, there still is some spots there that you can see clear as day. But compared to how it looked before, huge difference. Definitely a huge difference. Is one of these better than the other one? I can't really say for sure. The way it's kind of seeming right now is the Black Magic seems like it's done a little bit better of a job, but at the same time, the back wheels weren't as bad as the front. So I'm not gonna give one of these a better review or a better rating than the other. I'm gonna kind of put them both at the same. I'm gonna kind of just comparing them, I think they're kind of both the same. Like I said, I should have alternated between front and rear wheels, and it might have made a little bit of a difference. But either way, for not having to lay a finger on there, and if you take soapy water, you go to the car wash, you take soap and spray it with the pressure washer and then rinse it off. It'll look clean until they dry, and they'll go right back the way they looked. So it's definitely a lot easier and a lot better than just going to the car wash, because that doesn't get it clean. I've tried it multiple times because, like I said, I hate cleaning wheels. I cannot stand cleaning wheels. So a five-star rating would be that it would have made that completely spotless. But I think we don't live in a perfect world like that, and that's not going to happen. So if somebody has a product out there that does do that, I mean, hey, if it's going to dissolve the dirt that crazy, I'd be questioning if it's acidic or if it's going to eat away the paint and whatnot and the finish on the wheel. So either way, I think they are definitely both good products, and I wouldn't recommend one or the other. I think they're both equally matched, and they're both really good. So I would definitely recommend buying these products if you hate cleaning wheels, first off. Secondly, if you deal with brake dust and a dirty driveway all the time, and especially with the winter, the salts on the road, the brine that they put on the road, all that stuff, it's just not good to have sitting on your wheels. And I don't like it sitting on, I mean, it's all over the truck right now. So I don't really care for any of that. I don't care for any of that stuff. If I could drive a beater vehicle, which I don't know. I hate driving beater vehicles, but at the same time, I hate having salt and everything all over the truck and everything. So the only thing you would have to do with this, like I said, if you hate cleaning wheels, definitely check out some of these. And the only thing you would have to do is, after you rinse everything off, take a microfiber towel and just wipe around everything real quick. And I guarantee you it'll get everything off. And I guarantee you my wheels would be spotless if I did that. The only reason I didn't, and it tells you that right on the back, but the only reason I didn't was I wanted to see what exactly it would get off without me laying a finger on the wheel. And you can clearly see it took a lot of it off, and that stuff was baked on there. It's been on there for weeks without me having to remove any of it. So definitely check that stuff out. You can probably get it at your local auto store. I got this stuff at Walmart, and I know I'm sure there's better stuff than this out there. The Meguiar's, I think, was like $9 or $10, and Black Magic was like $6 or $7. So it's cost affordable. Now, you do go through a decent amount of it. I mean, I still obviously have a good amount left. So either way, it is what it is. Check out those, and hope you guys can enjoy some clean wheels. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss any future uploads. Check out some of the past videos. Hope you guys